Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got more big news here today. Looks like James O'Keefe has completely blown open this Democrat money laundering Act Blue scheme, where now he's going to the houses of the elderly where this is happening, and he's asking, did you make all of these donations? You know, you've got like 50 donations in the span of a week. What is this? They're all like $5 or $6. It's very suspicious. Well, now there's evidence that over 60% of the money involved is coming from China. So it's foreign money from China coming over. And I mean, you can see this. Like, look at this. James O'Keefe
the money
going to the houses,
various addresses through Act Blue,
and asking these old people, did you make these donations? And they say no. And one of them broke down, started crying. This is very bad. It's extremely serious. And so this is just pure fraud from the left. At least that's what it looks like. They raise all this money for Kamala Harris. They're always outspending Republicans in 2020 and 2016. Looks like a lot of that, we know why, was possibly fraudulent money. Remember 2022 with Sam Bankman-Fried. How did they win the midterms? Oh my God, it's a huge upset. You couldn't write a story any better. People still don't know this. Sam Bankman-Fried, I think, was the #2 top Democratic donor. All of that money was like fake. It was through a scam. Obviously, we know that now, but nobody knows. Part of the reason they won the midterms was because of that money. It's not like Sam Bankman-Fried. He tried to play it off. He's like, oh, I donate to both Republicans and Democrats. Meanwhile, you look at the donations list, and they had it like a bar graph, and it was color-coded, and it's like the top 7 are all Democrats, then there's 2 Republicans, then like the last 30 are all Democrats. Oh, yeah, it's very fair. That's all fraudulent money. It's all crap. And then they get to brag about winning the midterms, and it was also aided by the Roe v. Wade thing coming out when it did during the summer. So this is just fraud on top of fraud on top of fraud. I mean, they've literally got Sam Bankman-Fried carrying them during the midterms with all this money. It's all fake money. It's all through scams. And so this is huge stuff that's going on right now. This is scary. Oh, this is, yeah, I mean, Kamala Harris with these quotes. No wonder she was graded the most liberal senator in 2019, wanting everyone to end up in the same place, regardless of merit, talent, or effort. What an amazing concept. Yeah, that totally stifles any type of human innovation. Why would anyone try if we're all, I mean, obviously this is like the core argument against communism. I mean, if she actually said wants everyone to end up in the same place. I mean, maybe she meant, I mean, I don't know what, that's just a terrible thing to say. That is communism. Next, we do have Kamala Harris full-throatedly endorsing Islamic terrorism and illegal immigration. And so this is what I had said. I mean, did this just happen or was this a while ago? But yes, I mean, she endorses illegal immigration. Let's actually watch and see what she says here.
Terrorism, which ignores how Muslims have overwhelmingly been the greatest victims of terror. And we must.
I can't even hear it.
Also have the courage to reject that term illegal alien.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. She says reject the term illegal alien. This is Chicago 2.0. Lori Lightfoot was horrible, so let's get someone even further to the left and make the situation 10 times worse. Biden is horrible on the border. Let's get someone who's 10 times worse, and then it's going to make the situation worse. This is crazy. I mean, we have a serious border issue, and this woman is trying to do the whole bullshit charade of we can't call them illegals. It's unbelievable.
I have seen some of the worst of criminal behavior. I have seen the worst of crime. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
Yeah, but it lowers the per capita per person when the illegals come in. They always try and make that argument, well, there's less crime. Well, if we actually expand it to races, no, they don't commit less crime than white people or Asians. And also, they say, oh, the GDP goes up. Yeah, but the per person GDP goes down. It's the per person. The per person goes down. They say, oh, it helps the country. The GDP goes up. Yeah, not per person when you narrow it down. You've got a report. RFK Jr. canceling multiple campaigns and has discussed dropping out endorsing Trump. RFK Jr. coming out saying it's fake news. So RFK playing a little coy right now with Trump. Maybe he'll give it another month or two. I mean, how much money he's getting at this point, you would have to think it'd probably be drying up a little bit. It doesn't seem like he can win. Obviously, we're a very partisan country. For an independent to win, it's going to be very hard. So we'll continue to watch this, but RFK, at least probably for another few months. My prediction on a potential dropout time, maybe September. I mean, if you did it in October, you might as well just, get to the election at that point. But if he was going to drop out, maybe he gives it a try in August, continues on for a little, and then possibly calls it quits in September. That would just be my prediction on that. Has a presidential nominee ever agreed to a debate, then pulled out? Remarkable show of weakness here. So Buttigieg is completely wrong. Buttigieg is talking about Trump possibly debating Kamala Harris. Trump said, I'll do it. I just got to make sure she's the nominee. He's wrong. He never agreed to a debate with Kamala Harris. So that's false. He said, I'll debate Biden on September 10th on ABC, even though, ABC is biased against me. I'll still do it. So that was the debate. And now they've completely changed everything. You're wrong. Has a presidential nominee ever agreed to a debate? Yeah, he agreed with Biden and then Biden pulled out. See, look at this. Yes, Biden literally pulled out. So Biden pulls out of the debate and now they replace her with Kamala. That's a different ingredient to take into account. So he had an agreement with Biden. Biden said, I'm dropping out because you beat me so bad in the first debate. And honestly, I'm getting blackmailed by my own party and it's very sad. And so Buttigieg is wrong. I mean, what Trump is doing, Trump is probably going to, let me give my prediction. There's going to be one debate, whether it's, maybe they'll do ABC and then Fox News, but there's going to be one debate sometime middle of September. There's going to be another debate sometime in the middle of October. That's my prediction on the Trump-Kamala debates. Could there be a monkey wrench thrown into it if Trump is up significantly in possibly newer polls to where Trump's like, the better strategy is to not give her airtime? I don't think that's going to happen. I'm guessing it's going to be close enough to where Trump will want to debate. So I would imagine 2 debates will be happening, one in September, one in October. Obviously, Trump and Biden had that debate in June. And then how about this? This is just total crap. J.D. Vance is absolutely right. He says that we should incentivize, citizens having more children, and we need to lower the taxes for it. That's perfectly fine. But it's like, this account is like, we've just unearthed some rare video that was buried at the bottom of a well, and we got it up somehow. Breaking in a stunning new leaked video. How is it a leaked video? It's the Charlie Kirk show. How is that a leaked? So see how they're like, oh, J.D. Vance didn't want you to see this. Like, oh, it's a stunning leaked video. We know his full intentions. And he's saying, yes, I mean, we need to incentivize people having children. The birth rates are really bad. Elon Musk talks about it all the time. So we need to lower their taxes to help them out because it's a burden and it costs a lot of money to have kids. That makes total sense what J.D. Vance was saying there. We've got, these are interesting numbers, voter registration numbers out of Arizona. Almost 250,000 voter registration advantage for the Republicans, which apparently is a new all-time high. Flipped Yuma County. So this is huge stuff. Even if Mark Kelly is the choice, they might not be able to make up that. So they might choose Mark Kelly, and Trump can still win Arizona with these numbers. This is a record high apparently in Arizona in terms of voter registration. Now people still have to go and vote, and then there's some people that aren't registered right now that will be, but still those numbers are going to be hard to beat if they are true. And then we've got Michelle. This was very strange how this was done. So this was tweeted out at 5:01 a.m. I wanted to, because I was like, when I originally saw it, it was like 4 hours ago. I was like, wait, what? So they tweeted this out at 5:01 a.m. I don't know what the strategy was there, but it's this fake phone call. It's all staged. Barack Obama obviously did not want Kamala. It's come out now. Everyone knows it. It's been all over the news. Barack is like, no, she can't win. Put in Mark Kelly. But maybe they'll have Mark Kelly as the VP, and you've got Michelle Obama, who's apparently had big problems with the Bidens, and now Biden and Barack Obama have huge issues. So this is all going on, and of course they put out the corny thing. Oh, they just happen to be filming, and I think it's on speakerphone. Is it on speaker? Yay, it's on speaker so we can all hear it. It's so uplifting. It's not staged at all. That is great. So yeah, that's basically what's going on at this point. We do have the big stuff, possibly the fraudulent money coming in with Act Blue. A lot of the money coming from China, apparently. We'll have to see if anything comes of this. You would expect with all of it being fraudulent. But again, it's like, guys, understand, Sam Bankman-Fried, who's like at 15 years in jail with all the FTX stuff and the fraudulent things there, second in terms of donors within the Democrats for the midterms, and it's like nobody cares. So really, they get away with this stuff all the time. And then Bankman-Fried's like, oh, I donate to both parties. I have to make friends. No, we can see your donations. And then he's like, well, I did a lot of the donations under the table because, you know, I guess people that I work with don't like Republicans or something. All of these people are just very weird. They're very, it's just odd. But this is huge stuff. You've also got things coming out. Kamala Harris, I mean, she said some really bad things. Even the AI has admitted, the AI said, I looked at her record, I computed all of the data into my algorithm, and I would say there's two things that come to mind. This is what the AI said. Number one is she's a socialist, and number two, you could even argue she's a communist. So it was a 1-2 thing, socialist, then communist. And listen, we can do this fear-mongering and try and gain political leverage. We all know that what Kamala Harris wants really doesn't matter. She's a cog in the system, and she really has no right to even be the president. So she's already fighting uphill when it comes to what she wants versus the Democratic establishment. They had full control over Biden. They're going to have full control over Harris as well. But still, we have to play this game where it's like, oh, she's radical. Because, I mean, she is radical. Now, part of that is trying to appease people in California. But still, you have to play the game, even though we all know deep down, all of this crap that she says, none of it matters. She will do what the establishment and what the system want her to do when it comes to all of that. Because, again, she has got no leverage. I mean, she didn't win a single... What primary did she win? You know, so now she gets vaulted up to be the nominee. They're spending all this money. CNN's even come out. Their top polling analyst has admitted it's like, no, it's really not a big bump for Harris. Everyone's worried for no reason. Trump's still at 62, 63% in the betting. And this is just organic... you know, this is just what happens during elections. People go up, people go down. She got a bunch of money day one. They were a split party. They do the kumbaya bullshit just like I said they would. We've got Van Jones saying she's the female MLK. We all knew it was coming. And this is the charade that they do. And it's going to be a 3 or 4 day artillery barrage in ads and everything. She's the brat now or whatever. And so that we knew that was going to happen. And so she improved by like a point or two. And it'll all be wiped out, I'm guessing anyways. It doesn't matter. But that is the current situation. Either way, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.